Good evening. Just down tonight now, Fontygary, down the ledges. First time for me fishing here full stop, so had a few reports about could be snaggy, some areas are not. More trial and error run tonight. We're aiming for some rays down here, but we'll get down to the mark now, set up, and then get back to you. We are going to be fishing sand eel, squid, bluey. The tide is dropping back, low water's about 8 tonight. It's a very small tide, which I feel is good for this mark. So I'll get back to you shortly. Down at the mark and set up now. Got 3 rods in the water, all on rotten bottom setups. I'll go through the rotten bottom shortly now. Got to try and look sort of how to set up the camera now, because I've left the tripod in the van. Hence why you're looking up at me at the moment. You can hear somebody shouting to the right of me, doggy, so it doesn't sound promising. It is a bit drizzly here today, but it's really calm, the sea is. So I'm just going to talk you through now the rotten bottom setup that I'm using today. I'm not going to claim to be any sort of expert at this. It's the first time for me, to be honest, fishing rotten bottom. So I got my pulley trace probably about 3 foot today. I'm keeping it shorter because if you're fishing a snaggy area, a shorter trace will be more beneficial because it's not out as far, getting snagged on the way in. So we've got a shorter trace today, and then we got a standard clip down onto a Gemini rotten bottom clip. That's then tied with a weak line of 15 pound straight to the lead. What we do then, put the lead eye through the link. Bear with me guys, it's the wrong way. Through the link, comes back up and locks in. That little red clip then, when it hits the water, will release and allow the weight to grip. If you then have a bite, a fish, etc., and you bring it in, you can snap the weight off if needs be and hopefully allow the fish to come in. But that's the rotten bottom setup that I'm using today. I'll put a picture on the video of the setup itself, just in case it's hard to see here. Yeah, so been out now about 20 minutes or so, no bites yet. Sun is just starting to come out now. Clouds are pushing away. We should have about 3 hours where it's a bit of clear skies now. There's no rips or anything out there. Like I say, it's a very small tide today. I'm going to bring in to change baits now shortly, and I'll find out how snaggy it is out there, I'm sure. What you got to be careful of as well, guys, when fishing somewhere like this, is just behind us, you can see it is the cliffs. So especially fishing the tide in, what you want to do is try and stay as far away from the cliff as possible, because you get a lot of rocks dropping, etc. Now it can be very dangerous. If one of them hits you on the head, it'll probably kill you. Just be mindful of your surroundings, and again, that's where tide sizes come into it, and just being careful. So one of the reasons I've chose to come to Fontygary today is simply because of the tide. For those of you who are not aware about different tide sizes, times, etc., it is really important depending on each mark. So today is a very small tide, neap tides, and also it's low water, so we're fishing 3 hours out and 2 hours in. But one of the other options I wanted was sort of Monk Nash. Now Monk Nash fishes much better on bigger tides, so I'd probably go to Monk more towards a spring type of tide on low water. But down here, like I say, I've never fished it before, but it is a better mark for a small tide on low. So there's a few anglers to my left. I haven't really been keeping an eye on them, but I'm not sure what they've had. So a nice knock there on the middle rod. I'll leave it develop and hopefully becomes a ray. Spotty ray I'm chasing today, and obviously outside chance of a blonde. But I suppose any fish would be nice just to beat the blank. Yeah, nice knock in. Nothing major, a couple of taps away, but didn't progress. Brought it in and the bait has been stripped from the hook. It was a small bait, it was one sandy with a tiny bit of squid. So I've baited up the next race now with the same sort of size bait to see if there's anything out there quite small. Shame really. See a little bit of weed coming through there, nothing major. Fabulous night again though. It's really turned on his head the day of. It's gone from hailstones and terrible rain to beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky now. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to try and put a whole bluey out. So one hook the head section. A bit soft, it's defrosted it off, so again we're going to smash the elastic on, not being shy with it. Really get it around that eye, but all the way up as well. I want to hold the buoy as firm as I can. I don't want it breaking down out there too quick. You never know what you can get with this. It could be a blonde, a bass, a blank, or even that very rare species called a dogfish. I haven't put a scratching trace out today. A bit bored now of them, to be fair. Aberhaven session broke me, dogfish after dogfish. but they are here. I've seen a couple being caught just up from me. I'm not going to try and use the beat the blank with them today. So the target species is rays, bass, something nice really. Not sure if it's a little knock then on my first rod. Yeah. It's getting dark here now, as you can see. We're going to fish a couple more hours, let the tide come in. We just had a nice bite now. Bit of weight there, but sparkly hook I think. Did look a bit like a dogfish. But yeah, still a lovely night. I haven't seen anything else coming in other than dogfish, to be fair. Hopefully with the tide pushing in now we'll start getting the action coming in, especially with the light dropping. We're off the mark now guys. Called it earlier, the dreaded dogfish. Jaws is out to get you. Not a bad size to be fair, meal it is. But we'll get him back now and get the bait back in the water. Pizza blank for the night. Cheers guys. So we've got Dan Blankety Blank here. He's off the mark. Nearly got bit then, show us your fish Dan. What did you catch all on?
A reel that fell off as I was reading it in.
Yeah, the reel wasn't sat on the rod properly and it fell off as he's bringing it in.
But we got it.
But he had to hold the reel onto the rod himself, but he's off the mark. No blank in here tonight. Great stuff.
Let's get him back in.
Take him back. So a nice bite now. Decent conger. Started taking line off a reel. But didn't feel much coming in, to be honest. They've swum at me all the way in. But they're happy with that, change of species. Great. Let's get him back and get it out there. Just in the van now on the way back. Decent night, weather made a good turn really, and it was very pleasant down there. So we fished in the end about 3 hours down, 3 hours up. 2 dogfish and a conger. There was a couple of further bites, but nothing there. Conger gave a good bite, had the ratchet going, so that was nice. Speaking of a couple of boys leaving on the way out, I think there was a couple of spotteds caught, not to any size, and just mainly dogfish then. But yeah, we'll have a look now for some new marks again, and then see if we can get the channel further afield on new marks. I'll catch you soon.